In this video, we will be looking into ring and Johnson counter. Ring counter. Ring counter is almost same as the shift counter. The only change is that the output of the last flip-flop is connected to the input of the first flip-flop in case of ring counter, but in case of shift register, it is taken as output. Number of states in ring counter equals number of flip-flops used. Circuit. This is the circuit diagram of ring counter. There are two input variables, reset and clock pulse. X equals clock can be either positive edge or negative edge. Output variables are Q0, Q1, Q2 and Q3. Let us now look into the truth table. During the first clock pulse, we get no input. During the second clock pulse, we get outputs in the three flip-flops, and during the third clock pulse, we get output in the second, third and fourth flip-flop, and likewise we get three outputs in different flip-flops. Let us now look into the simulation. This is the circuit of ring counter. During the first clock cycle, first three flip-flops give output. During the second clock cycle, the next three flip-flops give the output. During the third cycle, we get output in the first, second and third flip-flop, and during the fourth we get first, second and fourth flip-flop output. Let us now look into the Johnson counter. Johnson counter is same as the ring counter, but the only change is that the output from the last flip-flop is connected using a NOT gate. Let us look into the diagram. These has the same kind of input variables, that is reset and clock pulse, and n number of flip-flops are used, then 2n number of states are required. Let us look into the truth table. Here we get only one output in the first clock pulse, and the output number keeps increasing during the consecutive clock pulses, and it proceeds the reverse order after reaching a maximum of outputs. Let us now look into the circuit. This is the circuit of Johnson counter. During the first clock pulse, we get output in the first flip-flop. During the second clock pulse, we get both the output. During the third, we get third flip-flop, and during the fourth clock pulse, we get all the outputs. Likewise, this gets stimulated. Thank you. 3 நிமிடம்